way it's a good thing because perhaps one of the things that is difficult is organizing it straight away in July, when everyone has just finished their university, and perhaps some work is still not finished by the students. So some of the students might have a backlog of work to finish it off before being able to graduate.
Having moved the graduation ceremony to November is really an odd thing to do, because I would expect to have it in the summer where I could have most of my family out of, like, they would be off work or off education. They can all come to celebrate the occasion with me, but having it in November, it really seems odd. It's like really, I think it's a ridiculous idea.
I have to confess I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the decision that was made by the university. I'm also surprised that this seems to have been done in such a haphazard way, because we were told it was July the 21st for the journalism undergraduate graduations. I put that date in my diary, and then the next thing we know, we get an email saying, oh, it's actually moved back to November. And I gather it was something to do with the way that the Rose's bookings were working. But it doesn't seem that there doesn't seem to have been enough information to the students about why the change happened, and also there doesn't seem to have been an apology.
Having it in July is much more enjoyable because you've just finished your exams, you've got all your results, and it's much more enjoyable having it in the summer where you've got all that excitement, than having it in the autumn where it's a bit cold and a bit dreary and all that excitement has died down.
The problem is that students are complaining that the university didn't send any kind of formal statement to explain why graduation is not happening in July and is still happening in November. Kingston University always or kind of portrays itself as being an international university, as being a university where a lot of countries are represented. And as the international students officer, I don't feel that having graduations in November is taking into consideration that we have a lot of international students that might or may not have the money to come back for a one-day ceremony, and international students that possibly already made plans around their graduations being in July. So I feel that the university right now, what they should do is send an email to all students or a letter to all students, explain why this happened, and hopefully, having my fingers crossed that the people that come after us next year will be able to have graduations in July.